So let's do my computer update here. It's gonna be shaky cam because I'm gonna be holding it in my hands, and I'm not gonna turn on these big lights for various reasons. But I've got a lantern brighter than hell, so let's see what we can do. First of all, this computer here is my anime media server. You can tell because it's got a stack of 8 hard drives there. The top 4 are 3 terabyte hard drives. The bottom 4 are 2 terabytes that haven't been replaced yet. There's a couple more hard drives inside. And this is a 2 terabyte hard drive that I recently copied onto the 3 terabyte hard drive that replaced it. As we go over here, back there, I guess you can call that a computer, that white thing there. It's a Linux Wall Wart. So it does some general processing, but I haven't actually done anything with it yet. So make of that what you want. This enclosed case here, it's very similar to the anime media server in terms of low budget stuff and whatnot. But basically, this is the NotAnime media server. It has everything but anime. You know, all my non-anime stuff and some of the anime stuff that I wouldn't put on the anime server. So, as we back out of there, back into the regular room, we can go over here and cover, first of all, the computers you always see in the update. Right here, you always see this one in the back. This would be my MacBook Pro. You know, this is bought for me by my work computer. So, it's only mine insofar as I continue to work for my company, of course. Usually maybe notice it when I turn the Suisei Seki screensaver on in the background. And as you can see here, you know, this is basically where I do my web browsing from because it's nice, convenient, can go anywhere, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Now, up here, this display you probably also usually see on, and you can see stuff going on right now. It's probably hard to actually identify what I'm doing, because like right here, I'm logged onto the anime server just to check the progress of disks that are copying onto there. Because now that the 2 terabyte drive has been upgraded to 3 terabytes, some of the stuff I've ripped, about 2.5 gigabytes worth of stuff on this local machine, can actually be copied over. Now, I usually use this one for my more serious gaming because it's got more processing power, but the video card's probably a little underpowered, which isn't too bad because I mostly only use it for Minecraft and Portal. And you've probably actually, this is the one I keep doing video screen captures of, so you've probably actually seen this one a number of times. And that computer is actually located right here, directly beneath it. But as you can see, there's a couple of other computers over here. So the first one we'll deal with is actually this one in the corner here. My KVM over here. We can switch real fast to the number 2 spot, and as you can see, it's just a bunch of text. This is actually my Minecraft server. Looks like nobody's on right now. No surprise, because our internet connection was crap, and maybe better that way since everybody around here is going to bed and blah 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 blah. And that's this computer here. Now, as for this one, I can maybe recall a bit better. The processor is a quad-core hyper-threaded 3 gigahertz CPU, so that's probably one of the Intel Core i7s, I'm guessing, if I'm remembering right. I put something like 24 gigabytes of memory in there as well, and probably the cheapest video card I can find, although it's got an expensive motherboard. So if I ever wanted to update a machine into a gaming machine, this one into a true gaming machine, this would be the one. Buy 4 video cards, bridge them together, and poof, have a really powerful machine. Otherwise, it's just a really big machine that doesn't really do much. Next up, we'll deal with this black machine over here that you can see powered on. That would be number 4 on the KVM. And you've maybe seen this one before on the TV if you've ever seen that in the background. Now, my TV's not working right now, so I can't actually show it on the TV. You know, it's not powering up, probably because of capacitors bulging or something or not the other. The computer itself, I don't remember the specs of. It's not too weak, but for the most part, it is only used to play very simple games. Toho stuff, a couple of Steam games, and for the most part it does those pretty well. Let's see. Now we deal with the final computer, this white one here, and the main reason why I'm definitely doing this with the handheld is because this third one is not going to be outputting to anything I can actually capture. And this computer probably won't stay on for long, so I'm going to try and turn it on, see if we can boot it up. Let's switch real quick to speakers there. This computer is pretty old, a single core 1.2 gigahertz machine put together back when 1.2 gigahertz wasn't too bad. As you can see here, it takes it a while to boot up. Right now it's actually scanning some SCSI hard drives, and those are kind of slow to boot up if they do. That hard drive made a farting noise. That's not a good thing generally. Yeah, unfortunately I can't be quite finished with this one, but eventually I'll figure out how to get all this data off of it, or what little data is on there that isn't already off of it. Because the trick is, SCSI is kind of hard to deal with. There's a couple of different SCSI standards and blah blah blah. But the main reason this computer is worth showing is just because it's set up in an amusingly annoying way. Oh, it only lasted long enough to say Chii a couple of times. That's quite unfortunate. We'll turn it off. I'm still trying to debug it and figure out what the problem is. Probably just the processor is swamped with tons and tons of dust. We never really cleaned much of them. In fact, this is only the second bottle of compressed air I've ever had, and that stuff's really useful for cleaning it, of course. So basically, that computer, the theme was Chobits, Chii in particular. So I replaced every single Windows sound with a different variation of Chii saying the word Chii. So, and it's pretty amusing, although at the same time ridiculously annoying. So just be glad you weren't here back when that computer was operating. Anyways, that would be my let's see, 5, 6, my 7 or 8 computers, I guess, depending upon how you want, whether or not you want to count the Linux Wall Wart. A lot, and I'll admit, because the vent is up there and the doors are, there's not good circulation in the room, so I usually have to have a fan on to keep the AC blowing in here and keeping the temperature from getting about 5 degrees hotter than the hallway. But yeah, oh well, you do what you do. I guess slightly more to talk about is this main computer here, which I probably showed you some of. Let me real quickly dig out a flashlight here. Let's see. As you can see on the top there, it's a USB CD DVD drive. This is just a simple wireless USB keyboard. And as you can see, there are now 3 drives in there. The bottom one is a Blu-ray drive that I recently got for my birthday. So this is definitely my main backup station for ripping the DVDs and backing them up onto my anime media server, so I don't have to dig them out again. 4 at a time now, which is definitely faster than I can copy them off the machine. So yeah, I noticed that my Chii computer doesn't have a CD DVD drive because it got moved over here. You may have noticed that the anime and NotAnime media servers do not have hard drives or CD DVD drives either. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Is there anything else worth mentioning? Nothing I can think of. I guess one other final part of the computer would be that blue box over there. It's the thing I use to do video capturing, just an Apage HD PVR, whatever number, plugged into USB to this computer. Nothing too spectacular, but maybe worthwhile mentioning that it's there. Alrighty, yeah, that's pretty much all the computers in the room, and they're hooked up to the network via cables I ran in the wall. Oh well, okay, yeah, that's everything.